All right, so this is going to be a quick video all about strings, and basically what strings are in Python is it's just a string of characters. Okay, so just think it's text when you think of strings. So what I'm going to do is create a string variable called string, and I'm going to set it equal to characters. Okay, so now the actual text, if I print this to the screen, so if I print string, it's going to print out the word characters. Right there it says characters. Another important thing you should note with the syntax is you can use single quotes for this, and we'll also print out characters. Okay, I like to use single quotes for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter if you like to do double quotes, then do that. There's another thing called substrings. Sub meaning below, so it's just basically part of the string. Okay, so substrings. And the way the syntax works with that is, say I did print, and let's just do, we're going to use that string variable again, and say I wanted to print out that first letter of the word characters. The first letter is C, and that has an index of 0. So I'm going to put string, and then I'm going to put a brackets here with a 0 in the middle of it, and I'm going to get rid of this first print string right here. Now what it's going to do is just print out that C. Okay, if I wanted it to print out the H, it's important to understand the index starts with 0 and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until the end of the string. So the H would actually be 1 because it starts with a 0 index. If I did something that was completely out of bounds from the string, like say I want the 100th index, if I run this, it's just going to spit out an error. Right here, traceback error. It says index error, string index out of range. Okay, so if you ever get an error like that, that means you probably used a number that you weren't supposed to. Okay, so if I use something like, I don't know, 5, run that, that should spit out what? A C. Okay, yep, C. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you can see right there, that C is the 5th one. That's why a C printed out. There's another cool thing you can do with substrings is you can actually print out a range of the index. So say I wanted it to go from, let's just do 5 to 7. All right, so what this is going to print out is it's going to go from the 5th index all the way to the 7th index. But for whatever reason, it does not actually print the 7th index. So in that case, it's only going to print out a C and a T. If you wanted to include the E, you have to put an 8 in there. Run that, and then it runs the CTE. So substrings, those are just parts of a string. The last thing I'm going to go over is concatenation. And concatenation basically means just bringing strings together. Okay, so I'm going to make another string. Let's just call it string 2. It doesn't really matter. String 2, and I'm going to set it equal to whatever string is plus, let's just say characters are cool. Okay. So now what it's going to do is it's going to make this string 2 variable, and it's going to take whatever the string is, which is characters, and then it's going to add on to an add cool on that. So if I print out, so I'm going to print string 2 here, run this, it's going to say characters are cool. Okay, because I added the are cool. You could do this too if you wanted. You can do a, let's do string 3 is equal to that are cool. And then what I can do is get rid of it here, and then just write string 3 and print out string 2 just the same, and it's going to say characters are cool as well, again, because this string 3 is technically equal to this are cool part right here. So that's basically a brief preview of what strings are all about in Python. If you have any questions about anything in this video, let me know.